all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNI news video. Now, we got a lot to cover once again, so let's just go on and jump right into it. And first off, let's start off with an update to the big story from Friday, which was Hasbro revealing their HasLab Marvel Legends project with the Sentinel figure. So since I last talked to you guys, the project has now been fully funded. It got fully funded. It hit the 6,000 backers, the minimum backers that it needed in less than, or just over 24 hours, I should say, on Saturday. And then by Sunday, it had achieved the first two unlockables. And then just today, it broke the third unlockable add-on. So really what I just want to recap here is what the three add-ons were. And if at this point, if you decide to fund it, or if you've already funded the Sentinel, all three of these add-ons will be included with the main Sentinel figure, along with the Bastion figure that had the Sentinel Prime alternate head. So the first add-on that we saw when this reached 7,000 backers was probably the coolest, at least in my opinion, of the three. And it was an alternate head for the Sentinel figure, a Master Mold head. So I had really wanted Master Mold when this was first announced, and it was pretty apparent we were getting a Sentinel. I was hoping that we were going to get Master Mold. So this is really kind of a nice touch that they've given us the Master Mold alternate head. Has the same kind of light up effects and everything as the regular head sculpt does have. Now, it would have been cool if they had made some type of way for it to kind of grow legs, or like an attachment piece that you could put the head on that would have legs so it could like walk around on its own, which really is more kind of just paying tribute to the old classic Toy Biz Master Mold figure that they did back in the day. I just think that would have been a nice touch. I would have also liked to have seen maybe as one of the add-ons as Master Mold's chair that you see him sit in a lot of times. That would be cool if we saw that. Now, the next release or next add-on that we saw was a second head for the Sentinel, and this one is a battle damaged head. And along with the head, you also get a battle damaged hand. Now, I do think this one, I mean, while it's kind of cool at the same time because of the rest of the body being essentially, pristine, I think this one doesn't do as much for me. You know, if you'd given us an alternate chest plate or something with battle damage to go along with it, I think it would have made more sense. But as it is, that was the second add-on. And then the third one, which was just revealed today, was we're getting a second 6-inch extra figure. This time it's a female version of the Sentinel Prime character. So we've got the one 6-inch figure that has Bastion and then the alternate Sentinel Prime head. And then we get a female buck with the female Sentinel Prime head. So that is also going to be included with this figure if you get it. Now, it costs, as I've mentioned before, it costs $350. You've got until August 24th. If you still haven't jumped on board, you've still got time, to try and save up and make that decision. But you've got until August 24th to back this. Now, a lot of you have been asking, because this, a lot of people were amazed how quickly this got funded and how quickly it ran through the three tiers for the add-ons. Could Hasbro do more? At this time, I mean, all they've said that they're doing is the three, but I suppose, they could come back and say, maybe add some additional tiers, some additional add-ons. I'm very surprised we didn't get the second tentacle for the hand, the 18-inch tentacle. You get one of those. I was really expecting them to throw in a second one. So I could see them doing something like that as maybe an additional add-on if this thing really continues to skyrocket. Like I said, I would love to see something like, for Master Mold, his chair that he can sit in, his throne type chair, or, something like the piece that you could put the head on maybe so that it could kind of like walk around on its own. Those are things I would love to see. But like I said, at this time, Hasbro only said they're going to do the three add-ons, and we'll just have to wait and see if they decide, because it seems like it's doing so well, if they'll add anything additional to it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention on Friday, it was casually dropped by Hasbro's Dwight Stahl that next year they are going to be doing a Power of X themed wave of X-Men Marvel Legend figures. So one of the more recent storylines is getting its own wave of figures. Have no idea, what characters they're going to do. My guess we'll see Professor X with the Cerebo, the walking Professor X, maybe a white Magneto. I would, any chance to throw in a new Wolverine, so I definitely could see Wolverine in there as well. Maybe Cyclops and a couple different new characters, I don't know. And I believe it'll probably have a Build-A-Figure in it as well, so who knows what that could be. Now, we do know the Nimrod figure is coming, and which is rumored to be in a 3-pack, an Amazon exclusive 3-pack, and that Nimrod figure is also influenced by the Power of X storyline. So if Hasbro's going all in on Power of X, we've got the Sentinel, we've got the Nimrod, now we've got a whole wave, with that Nimrod, which is supposed to come with a Phantom X and a Psylocke figure. Most people, I think, figured that Hasbro would just repaint the existing Psylocke with like the X-Force outfit or what have you, but who knows, maybe we'll get something a little more different, maybe more in keeping with actually the Power of X storyline. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, while we're on the subject of Marvel Legends, let's go with that. And so tomorrow we are expected to get details probably on the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for Marvel Legends, and also they're probably going to update us on the X-Men movie figures that we saw back during February during Toy Fair, specifically in regards to the Professor X and Magneto 2-pack and the Logan with leather jacket and the Mystique figures. Those should be going up for pre-order this week, I want to say on Wednesday. And then, like I said, we're probably going to get new updated information, images, and things like that tomorrow. Now, how exactly these things are going to be revealed tomorrow, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be through like a streaming video like we saw on Friday, just because there's been no, Dwight mentioned it in the video, or those guys mentioned that details were going to be coming tomorrow on Tuesday in the video on Friday. They didn't say exactly how, and since then there's been no usually when they do a live stream event, the Hasbro PR people send out notice beforehand so everyone's aware of it, so they know to tune in and what have you, and so far that hasn't happened. So what I'm thinking is that like the San Diego Comic-Con reveals and stuff are just going to be announced through like a corporate media site like an IGN or what have you. It's just a news story. Of course we'll cover it as well, but Hasbro always has to cater to those big guys, giving them the exclusive first looks and everything. So that's kind of what I'm expecting tomorrow, since again we haven't heard any details on Hasbro doing another live stream video tomorrow. So I would just, and what time tomorrow I have no idea, probably late morning, early afternoon, but again, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Now, while on the subject of exclusives, so, for the Marvel Legends stuff, we're pretty sure there's two X-Men related, one movie related, and one comic book related, based on comments made back in May from the folks at Hasbro. And then the comic book based one is looking more and more likely it's going to be that Hellfire, going to be Hellfire Club related. So, based on the little tease that they threw out at the end of Friday's video with the book with the H on it. So those are likely, and then the X-Men movie one, I have no idea. Like I said before, to me what makes the most sense is like a box set with the original X-Men in their black leather outfits, but I really have no idea what they're going to do for that second set. So those details again should be coming tomorrow. Now, how, when, and where these exclusives are going to be released, we might have gotten our first clue this weekend, and it looks like, and I know this is going to make a lot of you unhappy, Walmart is looking like the place that's going to be to get at least one, if not both, the exclusives. And basically what happened this weekend is Walmart launched a special section on their website for Comic-Con exclusives, not just with Hasbro, but with varying companies. According to the Walmart website, they are going to be offering 70 different exclusives, and these should be going live by Friday. Now, they've been dropping little clues and stuff with some of the various companies that, with the exclusives. Like I said, they indicate that they're going to be offering 70 exclusives. Now, again, not from any one company. This is like total all the different companies like Funko, and others. So I don't know exactly which companies. Obviously, like NECA's got their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives that are being offered at physical Walmart stores, but they're selling for online. They're doing their own selling. They're not selling them through the Walmart website. So like NECA shouldn't, I don't think, would be exclusives that are being counted with this 70. Maybe they are, I don't know. It's also not clear whether these exclusives are only going to be available online or both online and at physical stores. That's not entirely clear. Those are details hopefully we will be getting tomorrow, at least on the Marvel Legend front. But right now I just don't know. But again, the reason why it's looking like Walmart is going to be the place to go for many of these Hasbro exclusives this year is they have a banner. They don't have any specific product, but they have a banner up for Hasbro stuff that includes Star Wars Black Series, Transformers War for Cybertron, Marvel Legends, and G.I. Joe. So, like I said, I don't know if all the Hasbro exclusives are going to be offered through the Walmart website or if they're going to be breaking them up. Like, we know Marvel is getting at least 2 exclusives this year. So I could see them maybe doing the X-Men movie-based one through Walmart and then the comic book-based one through HasLab or something. Or maybe both of them will be offered through Walmart. And will it only be Walmart? Again, those are all details we just don't know. This, being that Comic-Con has not happened this year, we're kind of in uncharted territory with all this stuff. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I have no idea what the Black Series Star Wars one is going to be. Now, for Transformers, now it specifically says War for Cybertron, but there have been listings that have been popping up on Walmart showing that they are going to be expanding their Studio Series line, which is essentially their movie figures, to start doing figures based on the original animated series or animated movie from the 80s. So, characters like Jazz, Blur, Cup, Jolt, I think Slag, one of the Dinobots, has shown up. So I don't know exactly what that is and how that's going to play. I don't know if any of those are going to be San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So again, those are details that hopefully we'll be getting soon. And then G.I. Joe, again, I have no idea, but I want to point out, obviously I've talked about this before, there's the rumored 3 3/4 inch retro line that is coming exclusively to Walmart. And recently on a website that shows things that are shipping, shows receipts for shipping, there was actually an indication of a case that had nothing but Snake Eyes figures for this retro line. So I could conceivably see them doing a Snake Eyes figure to kind of kick off the line as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I could maybe see that being their Comic-Con exclusive. Whether they'll do something for the 6-inch classified line, I have no idea. Now, in other Transformer news, today we got official images and details for that mashup Top Gun Maverick figure. So we had seen a sample of this figure leak out and somebody had taken images of it, so we knew it was coming, and now we've got the official images and details. So it to me this looks like, if they ever decide to do a G.I. Joe Transformer crossover line that actually, where they actually transform, they did some of those con exclusives where they took Joe vehicles and made them look like Transformers, but they didn't actually transform or anything. But with this, this looks like a Sky Striker, so I could definitely see them taking this and reusing it for a G.I. Joe Transformer Sky Striker mashup down the road. But as it is, you get the helmet, you get the head sculpt that looks like it's wearing the Maverick helmet from the Top Gun movie. This is kind of being done in celebration of the new Top Gun movie that's supposed to be coming out later this year. And the figure comes with a volleyball. I'm not sure, not sure what you're really going to be able to do that. He can hold it in his hand, but you do get that. You also get a little motorcycle, like Maverick would ride in the movie, so you get that as well. Jet mode definitely looks like a Sky Striker. The plane that, and it looks like the planes that they flew in the original movie, the F-14 Tomcat. So, kind of cool. I definitely am digging more of the airplane mode on this one than I am the robot mode. But if you're a fan of Top Gun and what have you, you may want to check this one out. Now, this is being offered as a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It is available for pre-order now. It's going to cost you $49.99 and is supposed to be shipping out later this year. McFarlane Toys has added another figure, a third figure for their 7-inch Cyberpunk 2077 video game line. So this is based on the character Takamura. I may butchered that name. I'm not super familiar with the game or all the characters, but it's got the Keanu Reeves character, Johnny Silverhand. The other figure they've done for 7 inches is the V character, the male version of V, and now we're getting this one. And this one is available for pre-order. It should be going up for pre-order at places like Walmart and Amazon and such, and is due out in September and going to cost you $24.99. And then while we're on the subject of McFarlane Toys, so I've talked about this previously about the mystery of the Red Death Batman figure from the DC Metals line that we know is coming, but has yet to show up for pre-order, like on Walmart. Official images have yet to be released. And some have been speculating, and while I don't have anything concrete to add to this, it seems like a good bet that maybe this is going to be offered through Walmart as one of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. We'll have to wait and see, but I wouldn't be surprised if later this week we see it go up as part of that. And then finally, just a couple bits of Star Wars news I wanted to share with you for today. So first of all, Mattel is going to be doing a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hot Wheels X-Wing fighter. So this is a little die-cast replica of the X-Wing. It's celebrating Empire Strikes Back, so it's based on the X-Wing crash landing on Dagobah. You get the little display case and everything. Now, this is going to be sold on the Mattel's Creation website, along with all the other San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So I've mentioned this before, and if you caught my review of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive WWE Elite Series Mr. T figure that Mattel is doing, all these, including the Mr. T figure, are going to be offered on the Mattel Creations website. Some of these went up for pre-order previously on Entertainment Earth, but quickly sold out. But again, you are going to get another chance at like the Mr. T and the Jurassic World one, the 3 3/4 inch Jurassic World. So those are all going to be available starting on July 23rd at around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, it's on the new Mattel Creations website, and I'll put a link to that in the video description below. And then the last bit of news is actually not toy related, but animated series related. So the next Star Wars animated series has been announced, and it's going to be based on the Bad Batch clones that we saw in the last season of the Clone Wars. This series, like the last season of the Clone Wars, will air exclusively on the Disney Plus streaming service next year. And basically it's said to follow the Bad Batch clones in the post-Clone era, Clone War era, as they try and find their purpose. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. But, if you're a fan of these guys, they're kind of like they're unique clones and stuff. Again, they were in a few of the episodes in the final season that just aired on Disney Plus. And so they're getting their own entire series, which again will start next year. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. I probably will do another news video tomorrow to go over what we learn about Marvel Legends and the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives and anything else that comes to light between now and then. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about today. Share them below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget I'm giving away $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store here on YouTube. And if you want to know how you can be entered for a chance to win that, I'll put a link to the video that has all those details. Stay safe out there, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification to alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News Message Boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.